What up, guys? Welcome to a new video. If you are new to my channel, like and subscribe. Share with a friend that you think it may be helpful. I'm going to begin with digital planning. What the hell is digital planning? Do you need to start? And then we're going to go through some of the basics. So I just wanted to thank you for joining me today. I'm going to turn on my screen recording. I did a poll on my Instagram to see if people wanted to see me do it in real life or if they wanted to see a screen recording. And it was so funny because it ended up being 50-50. So people wanted to see whatever, apparently. But let's just start off with the things that you would need to start digital planning today. So the first thing that you're going to need a tablet. You can use any type of tablet. It can be iOS, it can be Android, Fire tablets, honestly, whatever you have at home. You probably can use what you have. I'm currently using an iPad Pro 12.9. This is the first generation. I don't plan on upgrading anytime soon. It's handling what I'm doing, so I have no issues with it. The next thing that you're going to need is a PDF notation app. So for iOS, it's plenty out there. GoodNotes, Noteshelf 2, Notability, Evernote, OneNote, Zoom Notes. It's a plethora of them out there. For me, my personal favorite, which I am currently using now, is Noteshelf 2. A good alternative to this one, or it's very popular and you will be able to find tutorials about it, is GoodNotes. So next thing you need for digital planning, if you're being decorative or even if you're being functional, you're going to need some Clipart. So you want to get you a Clipart storage app so you don't have to host all of your things on your photos in iPad or whatever device that you're using. So I recommend Dropbox, Google Drive, or Documents, and it's Documents by Readdle. Which is my ultimate favorite. Documents by Readdle is a free app. It has unlimited storage space and you have the ability to unzip compressed files, which gives me a segue to my next topic. So you need an app that's going to help you uncompress zip folders or pretty much extract the files from out of zip folders. A lot of sellers on Etsy, they're limited to 20 megabytes per upload when they're selling digital goods. So a lot of times they will put zip folders on there or links to Dropbox or Google Drive for you to download, but it will be a zip folder. So you want to be able to extract the files. Next thing you'll need is an actual digital planner. So this is the fun part because it's so many digital planners out there, so many different styles. What I recommend for newbies, people who are just fresh starting out, go to Facebook. There are plenty of digital planning groups and they do freebie Fridays. A lot of these groups will archive their freebies before after the Friday has passed. So if you're a new member to the group, you can see what previous week's Fridays included. And again, if you're not sold on planning, then it's best to just go ahead and get a free one. Try it out, see what you like. And then I'm going to talk about some of my favorite groups really briefly on Facebook. Digitally Organized. This is one of my go-to groups. They host a lot of free digital planners and notebooks. Pink Punch Studio. This one is excellent for tutorials. She posts tutorials every week of ways to digital plan. So that's one of my favorites. Digital Plan Addicts, you can kind of see what people are doing on their spreads. Boohoo Berry, they used to have a phenomenal freebie Friday. I haven't been on there in a while, so I'm not sure about that. And then I'm going to add one more group, and I'm just going to toggle this off at the top. That was my Shapes tool. And it's one more group that I love. It's called Sisters Who Digital Plan. And this particular group is for African-American people who plan. So it's a really cool resource if you're a person of color. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. The last thing that you will need is the stylus. So this part is optional. So you can digital plan using text, or you can use a stylus. So this part here at the top is text. So if I wanted to plan using text only, I could. And majority of the apps have a text feature. They also have custom fonts where you can get your words to look like handwriting, which is pretty cool. So now I'm going on to the basics of digital planning. So the first thing I wanted to go through is just the plain basics of the app. So I'm going to show you guys how to import something from Etsy into GoodNotes, Notability, Noteshelf, whatever app that you're using. So I'm going to go to my Safari app. And this is Facebook, of course. But we're going to go to Etsy. And I'm going to go to my purchases. Everyone has a you portion. So after you purchase something of a digital nature, it will go ahead and load into your purchases. So you can see I'm an avid Etsy shopper. So this is the first thing that I was talking about. So this particular item that I received or that I purchased was from Pink Punch Studios. I'm also on their PR team. So if you use P as in Paul, S Taryn 10, you get 10% off of your order. So this particular one, I'm going to download the files. And I already downloaded these obviously because I bought it a couple days ago. But when you press download here, it's going to pop up like this. So this particular file is a zip folder. So I would need to unzip it before I'm able to use it. So I went ahead and clicked open in documents. And this is the Documents by Readdle app that I was telling you about. And as you see, I have plenty of folders and ton of digital planning goods. So the folder that I just imported here, the compressed file is going to be here. If I click it, it processes for a second and then all of the files are in this unzipped folder. So now I have all of these PNGs for when I want to digital plan. I also want to go back to Etsy and show you guys what it looks like when an item is a PDF. So for example, like I said, if you do buy or purchase a PDF format, you're able to, let's do this one. This particular file, well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to show you guys this because she gives a link to her items. So I don't want to share her link because then people will be able to get her items for free. So I'm going to try to find a PDF file that I can show you guys. That way you can see the last screen in a slower manner. Here we go. So this is how it loads when it's a PDF, and this is how PDFs will look if you download them off of Google Drive, do a direct download from Dropbox. They'll all appear like this, and you'll click this little box with the arrow on top. And that's pretty much saying, where do you want to open this PDF? So for me, I can open it in Noteshelf 2. It will ask me if I want to create a new, and I can create a new. So hypothetically, if this was a planner, it will pop in there. This is not a planner. It's just a small sticker sheet, but same thing. So you press this box with the arrow, and then you can open it in Noteshelf 2. You can open it in GoodNotes, that's version 4, version 5, and you can also copy it to Notability. So whatever app that you're using, your iPad, if you're using an iPad, will recognize the format and choose apps that are compatible with that. So now that we have addressed how do you download files and import them into your apps, we talked about how do you unzip zip folders, and now I'm going to get to activating hyperlinks and multitasking. So this is one of my favorites. So I'm using Noteshelf 2 again, and it's very similar to GoodNotes, Both of these apps have a pen with a striped out. So when you click that, you activate read only mode. So then you're able to click around and you're able to navigate through your planner. So this is how some of the planners work, where you're able to just flip through and get different templates. I'm going to show you another planner that has tabs. So here's the particular planner that has tabs. I'm going to activate the hyperlink at the top, click this middle crystal, wait for it to load, and now it's open. So this has little crystals for each month. So if I click the J, I'm transported to January. If I click F, February, M, March, so on and so forth. So we're going to go back and then I'm going to show you how you actually can plan. So I wanted to first show you what it looks like when you're digital planning. What do you have the potential to make? So my activated pen is activated for read only mode. So my hyperlinks are active. So I'm clicking A for April. And now I'm going to show you a couple of my April spreads. So for me, April was very busy. I always pick a word of the month. This is my Manhattan planner. This is available on my Etsy, so you can shop that. Some of these clip art stickers are from various shops. This is Glam Art Zana on Instagram. I found her also on Etsy. I purchased this. These group of stickers are mine. These two gold foil ones are from Feather of Style, as well as this Chanel at the bottom. These three clusters are mine. They're also available on Etsy. I also have different skin colors, so Caucasian, Hispanic, Black. It's very a diverse group line. I did want to put that disclaimer out there. So for my April, I was able to write in here what things I had on my agenda. I put a small quote for motivation, and I'm just going to briefly swipe through so you can see some of the things that I've been working on personally. So this was my first week of April, and this particular spread was in a different app. It was in GoodNotes, and instead of creating the spread all over again, I decided just to screenshot and place it here in Noteshelf. That way I didn't have to build it from scratch. This is a spread I never got to. These cute stickers are from osopaper.com. She sells physical and digital stickers, which is pretty cool. This is a spread that I did, and again, some of these stickers are from different places. The Game of Thrones stickers are from Lucid Pen. This particular picture is from ATA Digital on Etsy, Tanya Cart on Instagram. And again, these are just various stickers from different particular brands that I like. And I'm able just to express myself and have creativity when it comes to digital planning. The thing with digital planning, if you don't like how it looks, you're able to scrap it and start all over. This is a Beyonce sticker set that I did. I called it Beachella, and again, it's on my Etsy. I loved how this came out. These numbers are from Pink Punch Studio. Oh my God, I live for her numbers. So this is our April. And this is just some of the things that I started but didn't finish. To-do list. So it's very versatile. You can do a black theme, black spread. So it just depends on what you want to do. So now we're here to May, where I haven't done anything yet. So I'm going to briefly show you guys how to multitask. So the app that I use is Documents by Readdle. Okay, let's get this going. Okay, so what I did was double click my home button, click the app that I wanted to multitask with, put it here, and then release, let it go, and it slides there. So I'm going to show you from the beginning just one more time. Double click home screen, pull app, let it hover over the app, slide it to the side, release. So you can multitask not only with this Noteshelf and Documents by Readdle, you can multitask with multiple apps. So you can do this with your photo album. You can do this with Safari. So if you want to see, I do this with my ebooks if I'm taking notes for school. If I want to split my screen, I'm able to. So we're going to go here and I'm going to see what I have in here to just make a little something fun. Let's see what I have. So I got some new numbers from Pink Punch Studio, and I'm just clicking through to find them. I have so much stuff in here. So here they go. So I'm going to show you how to click and drag numbers. So I'm erasing those handwritten numbers that I have. And this is a gem that I didn't find out about till much later, and it like killed me. Once I found out that you do not have to add pictures individually one by one, this was a game changer because I'm able to import multiple pictures at one time. It is such a time saver. So I'm just getting them on the sheet and I'll resize them later. But I just wanted to show you guys what multitasking looks like. I won't do the whole numbers, otherwise we'll be here all day. I can put little decals, embellishments on here, whatever I want to make it look nice. Another way to add pictures, this is Noteshelf too, again, but you can add Clipart. So they have art that's already on this app preloaded, and you can use this for personal use. And I'm just trying to see what's cute on here that I would want to use. And I found good looking stuff on here before. Right now, nothing is necessarily dropping out of my eye, but this is pretty interesting, this frame. So look, how fitting. We have our Queen Khaleesi because we love Game of Thrones in this household. And I'll just put this little frame over her. So if I wanted to fool with my numbers, I can edit them, crop them, make them smaller to fit. And I may go back and add them all. But yeah, I just want to show what is digital planning. What did you have the potential to do? Again, some of the highlights that I would say, for sure, try to save your coins, sis. Use a tablet that you already have. Go on Facebook and find free planners. And you can Google, Pinterest, and find clip art all over the internet before you actually decide to purchase some. So that's what I would try to do, especially if you're learning. Don't spend money. In my opinion, learn first, see if you want to participate in planning, and then you can spend your money. So I'm just going to briefly go over back to Etsy just so we can look at typically how much does a digital planner cost. And this is why I recommend people should go for the free versions first. So this is how you look for digital planning. Waiting for my keyboard to come up. So you can put any of those searching, but we're just doing a brief search. But look, $32, $25, $22, $16, $11, $19, $20. This is a lot of money to spend if you're just starting off and you don't even know if you will like it or not. So that's just the disclaimer there. Now, shameless promo on my part, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my Etsy shop. So my digital planner is here. It's my Manhattan planner. And look, it's $8. So it's reasonably inexpensive compared to what else is out there. And again, if you want to find me on Etsy, it's Taryn Nicole Studio. If you want to find me on Instagram, it's Taryn Studies. I also am operating www.tarynstudies.com. So you can find out information about me. You can shop on my website. You can also look at blogs here. So I do have a blog. And my blog here has what the hell is digital planning. So if you would like to go and see everything that I said in text form and learn that way, go ahead. I think that you guys would enjoy this. So some people are visual learners, some people are auditory learners. So I also have this way to where you can go on here and just read about digital planning, how to get into it. Any ending notes that I have, I'm just going to try to think of them. So I'm going to go back to this note that I made, what you would need about digital planning or what you will need. So again, these are the highlights. So pause the video, jot this stuff down, screenshot if you must. And that's basically it. So every notation app that you have is going to have a pencil for writing. They're going to have a highlighter, going to have an eraser so you can get rid of it. This lasso tool is cool. I can select and move items. I can resize items. And I can also undo it. So it's like it never happened. This, again, activates your hyperlinks. You have a rectangle tool, which helps you write straight lines. It turns your raggedy shapes straight. Let's do it back in a triangle. There we go. We can do a perfect circle with this. So it's just little features here. Noteshelf 2, I do have a different video on there where I go into details of some of the different features of this app and what I like about it. So be sure to check that out. If you guys have any questions, please comment below and I'll get to as many as I can. This case came from Amazon in case people were wondering. I believe it was less than $20. And again, I have the bigger iPad, so it tends to be more expensive for the iPad of this size. But it was from Amazon. I can put the link below because sometimes people do ask about that. If you have any questions, anything that you would like to see done slower, I can assist you with that. Just let me know. All right, you guys have a wonderful day.